Hello and welcome to the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel. I'm Jared, and today we're doing an unboxing of Honey Buzz and its expansion called Fall Flavors. So we'll be looking at both of these together, and I guess we'll start with the base game, and we'll read the back, and then get right into what's inside. So Honey Buzz, spring has sprung in Sweetwater Grove. The flowers are blooming, the bees are buzzing, and the bears are getting awfully hungry. Is a honey stand really the key to peace and prosperity between all the woodland creatures? It just may be. In Honeybuzz, the bees have discovered economics, and the queen has devised a plan to corner the bear market. You've been entrusted to manage a portion of the hive to produce honey and improve the bee economy. Sell this honey in bulk to the bear market or fulfill specific orders placed by the woodland critters. Forage, build, produce, and sell, all the while vying for the queen's favor. When the market closes, be the player with the most money, and you'll be rewarded with a victory most sweet. Awesome. So this is from Elf Creek Games. It's for 1 to 4 players and plays in up to 90 minutes there. And yeah, I'm really excited to take a look at this. I have not played it, but I got a review copy. So we're going to take a look. And so you can see what's inside. We've got the spot UV there on the front. It's a very thick and sturdy box. So I like it's got the honeycomb design on the inside. We have a nice textured linen paper as far as the rule book goes. And so already production quality is definitely shining. So if you've played Wingspan, it's a similar rule book feel to that. It looks very well put out, put together here. We've got advanced and solo vote modes, and all right. Okay, so let's take a look. We've got a bag of baggies, so there you go. We have some tiles of, hexagonal nature, and looks like, various honey. We've got some bees. We've got various colored flowers on the back. Okay. And here we've got a couple different boards punching right out there. Okay, so it looks like quite a few here. We got basically an overview here of some of the main actions, I imagine, that you can do, and then what kind of arrangement these various flowers are found in for gameplay purposes. All right, we've got some, dual hex tokens and flowers and honey and some maybe point tokens. We got like acorns, bear, and leaves, so kind of a variety of currency. So that's kind of neat. And here we've got some different, symbolism here on the tiles. But it's good, sturdy quality cardboard. It's not thin by any means. It's definitely a thick cardboard. So it's good, high quality. You got these flowers. All right. So I've seen we've got the yellow, the blue, the pink, and green now. So I'm guessing this might be like your score token. We've got some more punch boards, quite a bit to go through. All right. And then we have some larger ones here for like the different player color beehives that you're going to be working from. All different unique, artwork to it, which is cool. And I guess this honeycomb spoon is like the first player marker, if I had to guess. So let's take a look at what's next. So in here, we've got a board. On the back, we've got some spots for single hexes in various colors. We've got 3 labels of things going on over here, and then maybe like some kind of market for value. And then the other side, which is the front, I wonder, are there differences? I think the art looks the same, but you've got definitely quite a bit different look on the hexes on the grids there. And then you can see the player count, 2, 3, and 4. And I guess that's the A side, and this is the B side. Haha, B side. Place for pollen, okay. Cherry blossom, wildflower, rosemary, and acacia. So there's your, I guess, your main board. And then we have like the Queen's board. This is the 1 to 2 player side, and then the 3 to 4 player side. So place for cards to go, place for various tiles that can come out, I assume randomly. But a lot of cool artwork going on here. You can see like the Queen has a distinct look, and then you got some different beads with some, you know, like this one has glasses and kind of cool. All right, it's nifty. It's very cute. It's definitely presentable. All right, then we've got some components to look at. So these are like colored plastic pebble type pieces. So you can see there's a few different colors there. Shiny, reflective plastic. You know, they kind of have a nice sound to them as you hold them. I'm going to set that board over here. Let's see, what have we got in the bag of bags? More things. Okay. So, what is this? Now these are kind of like sticky almost. It's like hard to get them out. Okay, so these have a kind of gelatin-like feel. It's definitely not plastic. It's like, I don't know, but they're spongy, right? They feel really cool, and they're kind of translucent. You can see that right there. That's neat. I'm not sure what they represent just yet. And then we've got some other gel type pieces. And these are star-shaped and also a translucent kind of gold color. That's pretty cool. Just kind of like want to hold them and squish them. It's neat. All right. And next we have these rounded pieces that have a similar color and similar feel, but instead of being stars, they're kind of you know, like flat marble kind of thing. Flattened piece. That's neat. And then lastly, from the gel pieces, we're going to have these, which again, don't want to come out of the bag. Okay. And there they go. So it's almost like the size of like beans, jelly beans, or large raisins or something. You can kind of see that. All squishy, all very squishy. All right, so a variety of tactile pieces to play with. That's neat. And we've got some wooden pieces, some silicone gel. Let's take a look at our player pieces. So we've got the pink player with your bees of varying size. So you got a couple like aggressive bees and then regular worker bees perhaps. So you can see those. And these lines, they're actually all the way through. So it's not like a painted on thing, it's actually, you know, they actually made holes through these, so that's pretty cool. All right. We got pink, you've got green, but green doesn't seem to have its own large piece here. So these might not be related to the pink player color. This might be something else. But it's kind of a light green, so these are very like pastel Easter kind of colors. You know, not dark green or dark yellow or anything like that. These are very pastel. There you go. There's the blue. Okay. And then lastly for the player pieces, we've got yellow. I mean, I assume that you kind of have to have the yellow color in a game about bees. I guess it would be surprising, you know, it's curious why they didn't use black as another one, just because like black and yellow I think of as like, you know, your typical look, if you will. And I will say, now, we haven't like opened everything yet, but at the bottom you've got a tray that has, you know, engraved in the plastic actual like designs of like the components that are supposed to go there. So it's a really nicely designed, you know, way to organize your game. it's very clear as to what things are going to end up going where in this box. So that's a cool little, cool little tray. That's neat. All right. Lastly, in this box is some cards. So let's see if I can carefully open this up there. Okay. Let's see what these look like. Okay, so we're going to see varying cards that are going to probably need to be organized here later, but various packs. So you've got some honeycomb there, total nectar cluster, second most common type of nectar. Okay, that's a solo contest, so those are probably only used in the solo, but Queen's contest. All right, different color back there. Queen's contest. So I imagine you get a couple of these, maybe one or two in your game. So 3 nectar of any one type. You got the forage card, the decree and accounting card. Okay, you got different flowers represented there. Large and small order cards. Let's take a look at that. So essentially, the kinds of resources required for the fulfillment of the cards. All very cute. Artwork, very well done. Definitely looks cool. Some color coding going on here, but also some patterns. Not sure how those are used yet. Got more for the solo cards. And what's these? These are the Queen's ones, right? Queen's contest. So you can see like the points awarded there. Most nectar clusters, 1 nectar of all 4 types. Let's put that there. Produce, we got the acacia. All right, put that there. Large and small orders again. Let's take a look. You can see all the critters of the forest that are eating the various nectar from the bees. I guess they're the clientele that we're selling to, in addition to the bears, perhaps. Or maybe the bears are the middlemen, and there's a whole conglomerate going on. I don't know. Let's take a look here. Having 10 workers, most empty cells in a straight line. A new bee, cherry blossom. I don't know. Okay. We got some more order cards. One thing I am noting that the order cards are all unique in terms of, the artwork and certainly what you're filling. And yeah, this looks really fun. I'm very excited to play it, but I haven't yet, obviously. And I will say, if you're interested to learn more about the game, stick around because we will be doing a full review of the game. But also currently on the channel, a couple of years ago on my podcast, Jay and I, who was my podcast co-host at the time, we interviewed Paul Salomon, who's the designer of Honeybuzz. And so if you want to see our full interview with Paul, check out the podcast and the specific episode where we do get to talk to him. And at the time, because this was a few years ago, the expansion wasn't out yet, so we were learning a little bit of here and there about what kind of stuff we were going to see in the expansion. I believe Jay had played Honeybuzz, so he asked a little bit more detailed questions than I was able to. But definitely really cool. So check it out. It's good to have him on the channel. So we're just kind of looking through the content here. If you've played the game, let me know what you think, and maybe any early strategies for new players and things like that I could be, looking out for. Give me a leg up in my first game, who knows? All right. So that is all for the base game. So let's continue on to the expansion. Okay, so I did a quick cut there to just kind of prep opening up the expansion, Fall Flavors. This is designed by Jason Kingsley and well, hold on, Paul Salomon, and it's got some credits here, artwork and hide seek. I'm not sure what that symbol means, but Jason D. Kingsley is also on the cover here. Fall flavors. Let's take a look at the back, and then we'll get into what's inside for expansion fun content. So fall has arrived in Sweetwater Grove. It's nearly time to celebrate the Harvest Festival. Her Majesty has given you new responsibilities. Harvest and sell fruit from the fall crop, decorate the hive with colorful leaves, and store nectar for winter. So start up the waggle dance. It's time for business. In Honeybuzz Fall Flavors, the Queen's Honey stand is up and running, but fall is here and winter is just around the corner. Will you forage in a new field for apples, pears, and pumpkins? Cap off nectar cells to protect them from the approaching frost? Or perhaps add a splash of leafy color to the bustling hive? And don't forget to send your industrious workers to the Harvest Festival. Mix and match the 5 new modules to discover your favorite combination with this beautiful autumnal expansion. So there you go. Some modular expansions to be added into the game. So that's awesome. So 5 new different modes that you can kind of add into the game. I'll open it up here and take a look. It's a good sturdy box once again. And I also am noting that the box lid has a little spot here, a little indentation for your thumb and whatnot to get a good grip. We've got some cool components to look at right on top. Let's take a look at these, because that's pretty cool. Look at that. These are like really nice, detailed looking, still gel kind of based pieces. So a little bit squishy, but not as squishy as the nectar from the base game. But you can see that you've got painted, if you will, pears for those resources that you can now go after various fruits. And then here's the apples, and they even have little stems in them as well. And there is quite a bit of detail to that. They're not just like rounded red pieces. They look like apples. It's hard to tell on camera, but there are like tiny little details to these to make them look even better in person. So whether or not that comes through, I gotta say they do look cool. They feel good too. And this has got to be the best pumpkin like resource that I've seen made for a tabletop game. This is really, really good. It looks good. It feels good. It's quite large. I mean, this is great. I'm already impressed with just the new resources that they're adding into this game. So let me set these aside. We'll dig further into the game and see what's inside. So first, we've got some cards. So let's see if we can crack these open and then see what's below the rule book. But we've got more cards, so let's take a look first. What's inside? All right, so we have some new sets of cards, the Toasts cards. All right, so what's this? 2 per worker of your color, 2 per empty cell in your hive. So I wonder, these toasts, are they an action that you do during the game, or are these like earned or collected to score at the end? I'm not sure. But I will say the quality of this card, like these cards, is very good. They kind of have this texture to them where, I'm not even sure the kind of card that you would call this, but it's like a high grade, very high quality card. I think it's like resistant to stain and resistant to various like stuff. So probably not a game that you need to sleeve unless you just like sleeving cards. Now, I like sleeving cards and having my cards all uniformly sleeved, so I'll probably still do that. But I will say the quality of these is good enough that really unless you're worried about it like bending, but even still, these are very nicely done. Very nicely done. Aster, highest honey and fruit, order card, market forage, so your basic action cards here. Nectar cap. All right. That's neat. I'm not sure what a lot of these do yet. And since we have a new resource, we have a new type of order, the fruit orders, right? So take a look here, the various fruits and nectars that these animals are going to need. So it's always one fruit, it seems, and one nectar to go with it. So it's pretty clear what's needed and how many points you get for doing it. So that's kind of cool. Set those here. We've got some more probably solo cards to make use of all the new content and be able to play it solo with the base game. Okay. Let me add real quick, if you are new to watching my unboxings, I try to, go through everything without spending too much time on any one given card. But you can always slow the video down and pause it on anything that you want to read more about. But for the sake of time, I don't want to literally read every card that's in the game. Now, this isn't a game that you have to worry about like spoilers, but certainly there's stuff to see, stuff to look at. So we've got a expansion rulebook, and then of course the modular sections, advanced variants and all that kind of stuff. The nectar caps, that's a new thing. The autumn leaves. All right, and the Harvest Festival, its own thing there. And then changes to the solitaire game, right? So we have a already punched, very strong cardboard piece here with, kind of your basic like circle spots for various things. And yeah, nice pretty art. Good stuff to look at. We have big old 50-point token pine cones. It's awesome. I guess scoring is going to get pretty high in this. And then we have a new board. So I think this is where some of those other Toasts cards are going to end up going. But you can see, like they're doing various things here. You got like this one's like eating, that one's toasting. I mean, a lot of them are drinking. So definitely clear. This is the Toasts board. But there's iconography for gameplay as well. So there's that there, and then the spots for the cards. This is the 3 to 4 side, 3 to 4 player side, and then the 1 to 2 player side. So less cards on that side, but you can also see there's the spots there for, I guess, your workers to go. All right, and then we got some punch boards. So some new boards that have varying new patterns and some maybe updates on the actions that you can take. So we'll set that aside. And we got cardboard. So more punch outs to look at here. We got the single hex pieces there and various numbers on those. And let's see here. These look like awards. So maybe first and second place award on stuff awarded there. We have some fruit pieces, like there's apples, pears, and pumpkin pieces with, the random back. And then just the same with these. You've got like flowers on one side and then like images of like the nectar, I guess, that you earn from the back. Perfect. And then we've got some more double hex punch pieces with various icons and flowers and leaves and stuff like that. Okay, good stuff. And then one more, a lot of leaves. Some of these have multiple leaf colors on them. So that's cool. And then we have a reference page. This is also like a linen paper, so it's kind of got that linen feel. Card reference, front and back there, different cards. And there's a new board, another new board, I should say. So what is this one? So this one's actually looks similar to the main board from the base game, but it has some unique spots with circles and hexes. And another spot here at the bottom for various things to go. So room for everything. I imagine if you're using the expansion, you probably only use this board now instead of the original. Because I can see the fruit here. The other one, the previous board had pollen. I think now we've got a fruit track. And then this is the B side. So there you go. And this one has kind of more of a basic grid layout with some like fruit on the sides. Okay. Bear market still written right there. I mean, it looks great. I will say the production of this game looks very, very well done, and a lot of time and effort put into how this is all going to work. So once again, I got to say I'm very excited to play and try it out. So stay tuned on the channel for our full review. Holly and I will be playing it shortly, and then we'll review that and get that video out relatively soon. So thanks for sticking around on the channel and for watching this unboxing of Honeybuzz and its expansion. Stick around for more content, for the reviews, for news, for our podcast, tutorials, all that good stuff. And if you're unaware, I also wrote a book about board game terminology and jargon. It's the first board game dictionary that I'm aware of that's been published. It's on Amazon. It's called Push Your Luck, the Board Game Dictionary by Jared Reeves. So I'll put the link in the description if you want to check that out. Certainly helps, with supporting the channel if you buy a book, and certainly it's as easy as subscribing, liking, and commenting the video if you want to subscribe and actually support the channel that way. Of course, that way is completely free. I encourage you to do so you don't miss our newest and latest content as we produce more stuff. So thank you for watching, and until the next video, I've been Jared. See you next time.